Oh my goodness. It's a Friday. It's a
Happy
Friday.
Friday.
Yay, yay, yay.
Yay.
All right. 1 time for the fam. 2 times for the fam.
Hey.
In the building.
Hey, how's it
305
going?
for the fam. It's
In the
going
building.
wonderful.
We got 3 on 3 today. It's three gentlemen, 3 ladies.
I mean, are we really getting ready to lead with entanglement? I mean, can we get in the show good before you start trying to go all there? Just give us a moment.
All I'm gonna say about that is pick your sliders wisely.
Wait.
Oh, jeez.
And he's not talking about little hamburgers, by the
way. Pick your sliders wisely.
That is hilarious.
Okay, well, since you went there, go on ahead. I want to know what in the world is going on with Will Smith. I mean, po baby. He has his book coming out. He had a sit down with Oprah Winfrey, discussing all of his pain.
He need to talk with Ayanla though. That's what we need to talk about.
That is hilarious.
Right. Fix your life.
Fix my life. That's hilarious.
I think TT was on to something last week when she said that Jada just been doing too much, and every man has a breaking point, man. Every man has a breaking point. You know, I mean, eventually you had to figure that there would be a boiling point with all of this information that has been disseminated about their relationships, their entanglements, and their personal lives. You know, personal lives are supposed to be personal for a reason. You know what I'm saying? So at some point there had to be a culmination breaking point, and this is it. This is it.
Maybe he might be. Maybe we know he's telling us something, right? But maybe it might be leading to something. So he's breaking it down in different segments. So 1 week he talk about this.
It's leading to him about to have to go get checked in. That's what's leading.
Or he's leaving her. So that might be the case where he's ready. He's gonna leave.
Or it could be my man Roy. It could be a situation where this is just all a ploy to maximize their profitability. Sell books, generate clicks.
Really?
You know, I always think there's a commercial side to it. I do. I always think there's a commercial side to it because at the end of the day, they're natural entertainers. They're natural entertainers. That's what they do for a living, and they make money off the entertainment dynamic that's associated with their name and with their brand. So it wouldn't shock me at all if all of this was not part of some giant plan to basically maximize profitability for their household. Why wouldn't it be?
And then now, so you look at Will like he crazy. Now he is a murderer.
No TT.
No, I'm saying all the stuff that keeps coming out that Will is putting out about himself now is that he said he wanted to kill his daddy.
Yes.
He said you would have
but it was you know, because of a certain situation though.
Right. I'm saying like
you just
I don't know how far. What I'm trying to say is I don't know how
contemplated suicide. I mean, he's still alive.
Man, TT, you done put the chopper in the man's hand like he's just walking around pulling drive-bys. Like,
you acting like he the baby.
But you gotta put it in
Jesus. Right, he's a murderer.
Yeah.
Right. We need better context than that. Come on.
He wanted to kill his daddy.
All of us had murder.
But he wanted to kill himself.
He wanted to kill his dad.
Come on now. All of us at one point wanted to do something to our parents one way or the other.
He said he wanted to kill himself. He said he fell in love with Rizzo. I mean, like it's a lot.
I like the way
it's a lot. Like how far do you go to just get somebody to buy a book? You don't have to.
Right.
That's too much.
Right.
I mean, it really does beg the question, though. Do his parents understand?
I can't stand you. That's what I'm saying.
White.
I mean,
shut up.
Philosophical.
Apparently not. Apparently not. Apparently not.
Oh boy, that's a lot. That's a lot.
Understand? I don't know. I guess
that's a lot. I think Jada came out with something else this week, didn't she?
The most.
She
said
she's done enough.
said that another headline was like she's trying to find love. She's never known what love is.
she's gonna.
And at 50, she's trying to figure out what love is.
Well, it's gonna be very hard to find love when you're entangled with.
There's a lot going on.
I knew it was coming.
Yeah.
I knew it was coming. So I don't know why you have to.
Hold on. Hey, y'all, hold on. I think Brandy's trying to get in. 3. Go ahead, Brandy. Come on, I'm waiting on you. Brandy. Go ahead.
Gonna get beat up.
That's good.
Dog
That's good. I mean, you know what? I laughed about it. We were in one of our production meetings, and I said, "Well, dang, we kicked off the whole My 2 Cents show with entanglement."
Yes.
And we are still talking. It is so relevant. It is still relevant.
I mean, maybe the Smiths just really want to be on My 2 Cents.
Maybe
My
2 Cents instead of Red Table.
Right? Bring them to the.
Well, there you go, TT.
They might want to do that. That might be the reason.
Yeah.
My 2 cents on the red table.
Exactly.
That's it. Let's combine it.
I don't know, because all I can see is my wife being at that table, keeping it just almost a little too real for him. Like, what the, you little punk? Don't letting her do all this to you. Why don't you just leave? I see her.
I don't think Miss Modkins would.
Listen, you don't live here. You don't live.
You don't live here.
I don't think. Ooh.
Don't live here, Miles.
Look, that's funny. Remember last weekend, I was like, why don't they just leave each other alone?
Right.
You don't have to live there anymore.
Your comments to me were like they could just leave. You know what I thought you were talking about? I thought you were saying like they could just leave the earth.
Oh no!
I said, well, dang. They could just leave.
That's hilarious.
Get up in the rocket. Get out of
here. But have you ever seen that before? Have y'all ever seen a couple that seems like they're so they've been together so long that separating, divorcing, going their separate ways just kind of like isn't an option, like they've reached a point of no return, and maybe that's the way they treat their marriage and their relationship because they've been together a very long time. So it might be a situation where it's like
about bad marriage for life. So they
I mean it might be a situation where they look at each other and be like, listen, you ain't going nowhere, I ain't going nowhere. Do what you got to do with who you got to do it with, whatever, and you know what I'm saying, we'll get through it. Whatever
happened from what's his name? Future selling the shirts that say I'd rather hang with Jada.
Yeah, I heard about that.
He gonna make the money too. They was trying to clap back at him on the internet, but Future was like, I'm gonna make this money. I'm gonna make
Future, I'd rather hang with Jada.
That allows him to stay relevant, TT.
Exactly.
Even if he don't sell the shirt.
You gotta add the last part. He said respectively.
Respectfully, yes.
Oh gosh.
Yes, he was.
Leave us alone. Leave black folk alone.
See, TT, that's the proper context. Respectfully, you didn't.
I don't know.
Give us the proper context.
My daddy, respectfully.
Yeah, I want an entanglement with your wife, respectfully.
Yeah, no,
that's crazy.
Listen, let's be clear. She done probably slid in Future's DMs at this point. Let's just acknowledge that doesn't happen.
That's right, Dwight.
It's funny.
You're probably right. You're probably right, Senator. You're probably right. At this point,
I
might need to check mine. Let me see.
End of the show.
You done said her name like 5 times. She might be in the DMs.
He's crazy.
Candyman.
Right.
See what all the fuss is about. Let me see what's going on over there.
Oh boy.
No.
So if she slid in your DMs, Miles, are you responding? Are you responding?
Miles is responding like Jason.
Absolutely, I'm trying to get this real estate career off the ground. Absolutely, I'm responding.
Miles is quoting.
Don't listen to him. Just don't entertain him.
You got something to sell. You got something to sell.
Absolutely.
Do not entertain him, Jessica.
Miles trying to sell one of them mansions. Try to sell one of them mansions on Collins Avenue. You
Miles
damn
gonna
right
hit
I'm
it like
responding.
Jason's
I'm
lyric. He
responding.
gonna be quoting Minister Society up in the DM.
Look, they already said that she like, they like, you already know she like young boy. She's from Minister Society. Why are y'all surprised?
Oh,
She was with,
Yeah. You know
what
what?
was his name?
Soon as Kane turned 18, she was ready.
She was with Kane.
Okay.
You
know what? But now that you mentioned that, TT, Ms. Monkins, I think TT brings up a valid point. I'm probably too old for Jada. Shoot, she probably want to holler at.
Just shave the beard off.
Hold on, wait. Williams logging in right now.
Right.
William is logging in.
Right on Williams alley.
Late 20s. I ain't been in my late 20s in 14, 15 years. Whoa for Jada, man. I'm gonna have to put her down with my nephew. I'm gonna have to put her down with Kumar.
You didn't make the cut. You didn't make the cut.
Yeah.
Belinda said, "Don't bring them in that." She said, "Nah." Don't bring
put her down with the little homies, man. I'm gonna have to put her down with the little homies, little big homies.
Don't bring us in that.
That is funny.
So, did you guys hear the news about Aaron Rodgers?
Hey, Ron.
Benita, no thanks.
Yeah,
I think he gangster. Here's the thing. Aaron Rodgers did not get, he got COVID, but he didn't get vaccinated, right? But here's the interesting thing is, I do know the Green Bay Packers knew, the NFL knew, they all knew. But then you give this guy such a pass, but then you got guys like Cam Newton who's sitting at home and they're like, well, we cut him because he didn't want to take the vaccine. He might have been a distraction. The man still gets the vaccine, videotapes the vaccine, and he's still at home. So what's the problem now?
Oh, I didn't know.
I would ask you this, Roy, and I'm gonna ask you this question: is there a difference between being vaccinated,
exactly, Earl,
and immunized or whatever that word is?
There's a difference if there was immunity to COVID.
Right. And it's the difference. Here's the difference, Miles.
Because he technically, if we're gonna play devil's advocate, technically, he never said he got the vaccine. He said,
Miles, you can't ask no question on the show. You already used one question, Miles.
What did he say?
He said,
Miles?
I was immunized.
Immunized. He said he was immunized, but he didn't get the vaccine. What he did do was he did a replacement for boosting up your immunity that he heard on a podcast.
Right. So I guess that would be my question.
Drink bleach
what
does
that mean?
Here's the difference.
The
difference is whose mouth is coming out of. That's the difference, right?
Clearly.
If it came out of Cam's mouth, it would have sounded differently.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. I'm not going to argue that.
He
I'm
would
just trying
also
to figure
said
out
in a onesie
what.
Though, and that, so
Damn, boy,
I'm just saying he would have been looking like Darkwing Duck when he said it.
Right, so nobody can take him serious, right? He got his hair sticking up. I
was immunized.
Right.
Got it, Darkwing. Got you. Okay.
I'm trying to figure out what does that mean. Like, what does that mean?
It does. It's BS, is what it is.
Right.
And then
because think about it. When he said that, like nobody questioned it. Because
of the mouth that it came out of.
Yeah, nobody said, "Well, what does that mean?" Nobody said because when I saw the clip, I was like, "Damn, he never said he took the vaccine. He never said that." But it did kind of imply that statement did make the implication that so it was like a kind of like a wordplay, like a play on words, and it's like I'm wondering, like, but nobody said anything about it.
But Miles, think about it. Last year, a dude got on TV and said, maybe we should think about drinking bleach. And no one stood up right after the president of the United States and said, we shouldn't do that. That's a bad idea.
Right.
Nobody.
Terrible idea.
Nobody.
And the other part of it is that you got Kyrie Irving who's been, vocal about saying, hey, no, I'm good. I don't want this. And this guy looks like a villain.
A villain.
Right.
Right.
And you have even other people who are just trying to jump on a bandwagon to have a joke at his what is it?
Expense.
Expense. That's it. Expense.
Look, and the gangster part about it is Aaron Rodgers went on air yesterday or was today, one of the days, got on and spoke about it and was like, "Oh yeah, I took so and so, da 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 da." Like he spoke about it like I'm gangster about this, and what
and
you gonna
then
do about
quoted Martin Luther King.
it? Yes.
Oh, I didn't hear that part. What did he
Not
say?
Martin Luther King.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. He quoted Martin
part of
Luther
that
King.
did he? Free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty.
I don't remember what part of his speech that he quoted, but it had something to do with the fact that you have a choice.
Yeah.
This is Aaron Rodgers said this?
Yeah.
Yes.
Ooh,
Yes.
wee.
Yes.
That's not good.
Yes.
Well, here's the thing. I think Aaron Rodgers like a Kyrie. I got MVPs. I got Super Bowl titles.
That's true.
I got money. I've had a long career. I don't need you. Now,
That's
and here's
true.
the thing. And held out for a very long time.
Well, you know what?
In the summer, right?
And you know what, Roy? I was just getting ready to piggyback off of that. At the end of the day, that may be the underlying factor for him trying to get out of Green Bay, because he really did want out.
Really?
And he couldn't get out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he wanted to get out. So he might kind of have used this whole vaccine fiasco as a way to kind of just open the door, make it more open for him to get out of here.
Oh.
But let me ask you this. Did you hear about yeah, Ebony went to go get
her
brother.
her favorite brother.
Oh, jeez, Roy.
Did you hear about
I'm the favorite.
The fact that Green Bay,
you mama's favorite.
I'm speaking.
Yes, you are, Ms. Martins. Yes, you are.
Did you hear that Green Bay knew that he did not get the vaccination?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And that the NFL also knew.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Who knew too, Ms. Martins? Who knew?
NFL.
Oh, the NFL, the Shield.
Listen, they know who and who's not vaccinated, Miles. You know that. They write and report what they want to write.
Right.
And so with that,
Here comes Captain. Here comes Captain. Captain has something to say. Captain has something to say. Captain has something to say.
That's so funny.
Y'all, you are hilarious. You're very hilarious. With that, with them knowing,
but so good.
With them knowing, it's kind of a
Ooh, that's funny.
It's kind of an oxymoron, and the reason why it's an oxymoron is because it's a strong double standard. So here, this guy clearly didn't tell the truth. He had to play with words. He said, "I've been immunized." He didn't say anything about vaccinated, and the people were like, "Oh, okay." And then he went on about himself, and then so people in the locker room, they're like, "Oh yeah, dude, he good, whatever." Always putting them at jeopardy. When he does put them at jeopardy, then all of a sudden it's like, oh, well, he just, he wasn't vaccinated. And it's like, yeah, he wasn't vaccinated and we're going to move on. No, we're not going to move on from that. Because y'all crucify Kyrie and y'all crucify every other black athlete in any other league about doing anything.
Speak about that.
Absolutely. So Cam caught it and he got crucified. So much so that he got cut from the team. And now this dude comes out and says, and y'all find out that he lied. And now all of a sudden, it's like, he gets tested every week. He's been tested 300 times, what have you. I could give 2 cents.
No, Aaron Rodgers says that he gets tested every day.
Right. He gets tested every day, which that means nothing. Because if you got it, you got it.
So wait, he had it already. Is it right?
No, he has it right now.
Oh, he has it now.
He has it right now.
Oh.
But through his research, if he had been exposed to the antibody,
exactly,
then he was fine.
Well, I'm curious to see how much he takes, because he's now close friends with Joe Rogan, and Joe Rogan was the first to really come out and say, "Hey, I'm taking this alternative route, and the world came crumbling down. They attacked Joe Rogan. But the other part of it that we're also that I don't want to miss is that we talk about how dangerous COVID is, right? And we talk about how many lives have been lost. They still playing football.
They're playing
inches
football.
away. They inches away. Football. They breathing on each other. They're bleeding. They're getting cut.
And so, you don't have to have the vaccination to play NFL, right? Football. What happens with the football team that's in New York though?
Well, no, it's because they're in an outdoor stadium. It doesn't apply to them.
Oh, is that how it works?
Has to do with indoor venues.
Okay.
It's indoor venues, but I believe January 4th it's a mandatory vaccination deal, and then if not, you have to go under stricter guidelines in order.
Producers, we need to research that. I was under the understanding that was federal.
Remember, it's federally mandated, but if you don't get vaccinated and someone becomes affected,
Captain, wow,
it's a $13,000 $600 fine.
Captain,
okay. But let's not forget, Roy, that last year in the height of COVID, the NFL was adamant that listen, we're not canceling our season. We playing these damn games. Like what are y'all talking about? COVID be damned. We finna get out here and play these games. Now the fans can't come.
And they went to London.
Yeah, the fans can't come. But we playing these games though.
And here's the thing: the interesting part is they say COVID protocol like it's no big deal, right? And so, but the rest of the world has all these strict guidelines and mandates and everything else. But you're still going to go play. All-Star NBA they still played in the height of it. They was in the bubble. They still played in it. Like sports still went on.
But that was different though.
Yeah, I think the NBA took
because think about what the way the NBA handled it.
Yeah, they
basically isolated everybody, tested everybody,
they did,
kept everybody together.
Mm-hmm. It was a very controlled environment.
Yes,
environment.
Nobody in, nobody out.
Even if it's controlled, if somebody gets it and you're in that close quarters and you're playing and you don't know if somebody has it or not and it's supposed to be deadly, it's still a problem.
Well, I believe it goes back to
if they got it, they isolated that person.
They weren't exposed to any people outside of the bubble, and to get in the bubble, you had to be tested and have a negative test. So the only way that somebody inside the bubble could have contracted it is if it was brought in from the outside, but nobody was allowed to come in from the outside.
Well, after a period of time, they allowed family members and friends to come in too.
It goes back to what Senator is saying, that it is outside.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's really outside.
So the New York City mandate was anyone working in indoor venues had to be vaccinated. So that applied to concert venues, music halls, indoor arenas, etc. And the New York Stadium, which is technically in New Jersey,
both of them.
Yeah, did not require.
They just doing whatever they want to do, yo. Let's say they doing what they want to do, dog, and just leave it alone.
Hey man, look! It's a slave.
I mean, people gonna find a loophole,
and that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna make them as their slaves.
They
go ahead and work.
Make it up as it goes.
And if they catch it, they catch it. If they don't, they don't. And that's how they're gonna roll with it.
They modify as they go.
And then, but it's also it's 100% double standard. Though. I want to reiterate that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think
100%.
Where we were going with it, that the same rules that everyone has in regards to Aaron Rodgers definitely should apply with Cam Newton. I think that was where we were trying to go in the beginning of the conversation. That it's just not equal.
Right.
No, it's never been equal.
You took the words right out of my mouth, Jessica.
I challenge y'all to look at the Fear of the Black Quarterback. It was aired on Vice Network. Mm-hmm. It lays it all out.
And what Lateef? I'm sorry, ma'am. Captain. Maybe next week you can come back and tell us a little more about that doc. Is it a documentary?
It is a documentary.
Okay, let's have some homework. Let's look at it.
Keep going.
And then
that's there he is.
Don't stop.
Yeah.
Don't stop.
I think it is.
That's
It's
funny.
just very interesting that, you know, it doesn't matter on every level, whether you're blue collar or an elite athlete, you still have to deal with racism, you know, marginalization, all of those things.
It's
Yeah.
crazy, and it's like, and
Yeah.
the thing is, it's like blatant in your face.
Right.
Like it's not
Right.
hidden. Like
Right.
not only just this little city knows about it. No, it's all over, and they like, yeah, okay, Ann.
Mm-hmm.
Like who gonna check me, boo?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do it, and who gonna check me?
We had a really good conversation about the platform of Black people in shining a light on discrepancies, things that are not equal. And the end of the conversation, it was brought to their attention that being pro-Black, being this unwavering supporter for right, does not make you hate anyone else.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Wanting Black people to achieve, to move forward in spite of all of the obstacles has nothing to do with you wanting to hate or denounce anyone else.
Mm-hmm.
But let's stay in
Look
New
at
York.
Shannon. You
Let's
know,
stay in New
Shannon.
York. Let's
I
stay
would
in New York. Let's
I
stay
would
in New
say
York.
this. I would say this,
Shannon
Ms.
said,
Watkins. The fact that you even have to defend that position, that says a whole lot.
Okay, Senator, let's go here. Let's talk about what else is going on in New York.
Yeah, so Eric Adams is has now been elected and soon to be sworn in as New York's second black mayor ever. You know,
Ever.
shout out to David Dinkins who was number one, but Eric Adams was the Brooklyn borough president prior to prior to being elected mayor of New York, and so you know comes in. Uh, you know, people are think that he's going to be this person who kind of brings folks together because he's been in law enforcement, but
Yeah, I saw
also has advocated for Black Lives Matter. So we'll see what his administration brings. But also in New York,
that. Right.
the Manhattan DA is now a black man. The
Mm-hmm.
Brooklyn DA is a black person.
Mm-hmm.
We already
Okay.
knew about the state attorney general is a black woman, and now the U.S. district attorney for New York is also a black person. So New York has become like legal Wakanda.
that is funny.
so,
Right.
Hey,
Wakanda.
we just need
so
that to come
Wakanda
below the Mason-Dixie
forever.
line and
yeah, so
go into Brunswick, Georgia, and do the same thing.
so
Ooh.
one person put out a
Because
tweet
all
talking
three of
about
them
it.
finna get off.
If white folks get in trouble in New York, y'all about to go to jail. You know.
Not jail.
Jail, jail.
Jail.
Jail, jail.
Jail.
I love it. I love it.
Jail. Jail. Well, congratulations to all of those who were elected in New York.
Yes.
We look forward to
Big up, big up,
change.
big up.
That's it.
And then Captain was coming. Captain coming. Captain coming.
Hey,
Captain coming.
hey,
Captain coming.
hey,
Captain coming.
hey,
Captain coming.
hey, hey,
Yeah.
hey.
Captain want to
Let's
talk about it.
go
Oh
over to
man.
Georgia.
Do we have
Over to
to?
Georgia.
Below the
Do we
Mason
have
Dixon
to?
line, you asked for it.
Come
Below
on,
the
Senator.
Mason-Dixie line.
Yeah, this is. I mean, this is tragic, but we kind of knew it was coming. So Ahmaud Arbery, who was killed, while running, running while black, was, the trial was set for the three
RWB.
for the three people that murdered him on camera. But the jury selection ended up getting rid of all the black jurists or potential jurists except for one person. So
Mm.
now the jury consists of 11 white jurors and one black juror.
And he
And,
probably the alternate.
yeah, right. And they'll probably find a tweet that he made and probably be like, well, we're gonna have to go someplace else, right? So
Mm.
it's sad, but not unexpected.
Well, I think it needs to be said, Senator. I
Well,
think it
here's
needs
the
to be
interesting
said.
part.
If in fact that trial doesn't get the correct verdict,
The facts.
Light the fuse. Light the fuse.
Burn it up. Burn it up.
Light the fuse.
Hey,
battle.
I'm a pacifist, and I choose to be peaceful, and I don't advocate violence.
Hey man, I'm a peaceful brother, man. I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Oh boy.
John
Burn
Wayne.
it up.
I'm a lover, not a fighter. But here we are, 65 years later, after the Emmett Till trial, going through the same exact thing. And the the funny thing is, they dismissed all those black jurors because they felt that they may have a bias. Well, what you think these white jurors gonna have?
For real.
Exactly.
How can you not notice a bias on both sides?
Right. So their bias is more true than our bias. You damn right I'm gonna have some bias about it.
Well, the judge
exactly.
said he thought it was discriminatory when he saw the jurors that were selected.
He thought it was discriminatory, but he still allowed it. He still allowed it.
That's the interesting part.
So I'm hoping,
if you're not a part of the solution, you're a part of the problem.
With his objective position in that courtroom, that he exercises his objectivity when he gets to that point of the verdict and stuff, and says, you know what, I'll overrule all y'all.
Well, what I was saying
does he have
is
the authority to do that in a criminal trial?
Absolutely.
Well, here's the one thing that I think is the standout is for that black juror. You know, like one person objecting can result in a mistrial, right?
Of course.
So the pressure is really on that black juror to be like,
hell no.
No, you gotta say no. It ain't no.
We got to say this thing again. Y'all have to come. Y'all have to run this back.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to be like Black
that's an
Tony.
interesting point.
Does Black Tony on Ricky Smiley?
Does he have that kind of authority? Does that judge have the authority?
I can't do it,
if in fact that verdict is not what he,
I mean,
what he
I
did,
can't come in, Shawty.
A judge has the ability to set aside a verdict. Like if he feels the verdict does not, like basically they ruled
incorrectly.
Incorrectly. He can't set aside the verdict. Yeah.
Stupid teeth.
It's true. It's true.
So we'll see.
We shall see.
Because it was on videotape after all, right? But
I mean,
but the whole thing.
Like, why are we even here?
Right.
But the whole thing hinges on.
This is part of the justice process.
Why are we even here? What part of the justice?
What y'all need to realize.
Justice for who? That's the problem.
America.
Justice for who?
What y'all need to realize.
America.
You on videotape. Like, what more evidence do we need?
How long was the video out? Wait, how long was the video?
The video was out months before we actually saw it. So we
saw it.
Yeah, and them boys was home chilling.
And they would have still been home chilling because homegirl wasn't gonna press charges on them.
The DA said there isn't any evidence
there's
for
no
me to prosecute.
Because that was their homegirl. Because he was retired and he knew her on a first name basis.
You killed this dude. Like you literally shot and killed this dude.
Well, I say
there is no evidence there to prosecute.
This stuff,
at least investigate. She was just like, y'all
you good. Go home. Go home and
they ain't nothing but another
N
N-word. We good.
Tell Sally I'll call her tomorrow.
So listen.
Big brother round
are you gonna bring that moonshine by my house later?
Right. Exactly.
Because that was some good apple pie moonshine. I swear to God. I tell you. Jesus as my witness.
Apple pie shine.
Jesus as my witness. They had me tickled to death.
Somebody
gonna bring it by.
Somebody here went to school in rural Virginia. That's what we just heard right there. That's what we just heard right there.
Oh my gosh.
Well, let's stay right there in Georgia. Thank you, Basil. Yes, we do need to switch the topic. Congratulations to the Atlanta Braves.
Let's go.
World Series champs.
Awesome.
What's the guy's name?
You can find me all night. You can find me in the AM on it.
Oh, I love it, Captain. Great. That is great.
So silly.
So versatile in your music selection.
Oh my God.
I try to be.
Wrong here.
Yes. That A-Town, we A-Town stomping on them. Yeah.
Okay, Eb. I love it. I thought about you for real. When they won, I was like, that's Ebony. That is Ebony all day. One person who does not need to be on the show while we're talking about the Braves is not here. And I'm glad that he's not here. Yeah.
Who?
Dana.
Oh, I didn't know.
Man, he's a
but shout out to Ron Washington, who
finally got him a chance, got him a World Series ring, man. I'm happy for that brother.
Shout out to Hank Aaron.
Yes.
Shout out to Hank Aaron. That's who that wins for.
Pop.
It is for Hank Aaron. Although I would have liked to see Dusty get one, but shout out to Hank Aaron.
Roy went into Billy D mode.
Yeah, he went into.
It's all nice and shaded.
Went into Teddy Pendergrass mode.
Right.
Look, Jay.
Wait, hold on. I think both of them are because they're in the same house.
Oh,
it's a house problem.
Oh, they're frozen.
That could have been Wi-Fi.
Yes, they are.
Something happened.
Ooh, so you mean to tell me we can say what we want now?
No, Miles.
Hey, listen. I don't know what Baz was saying. I'm about to get it on.
Hey,
man, all these. No, I'm just playing.
We about to get canceled in this month. We about to get canceled.
Look, I've been watching. Look.
Oh, look at it.
Look.
Yeah.
We say it, Earl. Don't say it. We'll do it.
Free.
Listen.
Give us free. Knows ours works.
Give us free.
Lord knows ours works.
You so crazy.
And I've been watching Scandal, and I swear every time something happened, I'll be like, that's B613. I don't know. I was like, like all this stuff y'all was just talking about elections. I was like, ooh, I don't even want to talk about what probably happened in the behind the scenes. Like what really happened for all of this to get down.
Yeah.
Ooh, Lord. I mean, I swear, I've been binge watching it. So like everything that's been happening, they've kind of touched on it in some type of way. They touched on something that was similar to it. And the stuff that happened behind the scenes to get to that point.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Oh my goodness.
It's crazy.
To just imagine that, right?
Yeah.
They Wi-Fi going off. I'm like, yo, we need to call Quint and Huck. Why they Wi-Fi went off?
Right.
Like, what happened?
But totally unrelated, but I just noticed that there are 3 Cougars on this broadcast right now.
Right.
So shout out to Miami Killian.
Who is undefeated.
Just out here putting in this work this football season. I just need everybody to
kudos.
One time for the K. One time for the K.
Hey, Senator, I'm a
one time for K. One time for Gil.
All of my homeboys went to the K. You know that, right?
I mean, facts. I mean, let's be clear. Ebony would have gone to the K too, but had Coral Reef not been built.
Yeah. Sorry.
Right.
My bad.
Yeah.
My bad.
But look, me and Dwight always say like, we probably would have been at Coral Reef too.
Yeah, we were.
We probably would have been there.
The way PG's
I wouldn't have been. I wouldn't have been.
No. Not you, Lateef.
The
April
way Pat
and Dwight.
Garrett and Marcia Bullard are.
Yeah, Captain. Your grades weren't good enough.
We would have opened the door.
Oh no, my grades were good enough. I just know that your father, our father, and our mother would have said, "Boy, you going down the street," because it was literally down the street. No, because Miles was chasing a basketball dream.
But she wouldn't let me go to Killian.
Right.
Because of what Keith had established.
Because of what has to walk down the hallway.
And then Ebony came along and Coral Reef was there, and she just it was a new phenomenon, so it was something new. But actually, truthfully, I wanted to go to the Ridge. Because we had just moved.
We're from South Miami Heights, right?
Because we had just moved from South Miami Heights. And so all my homeboys was going to the Ridge. I was like, I'm going to the Ridge.
But remember,
my pops was like, no, you're going down the street. And I was like, man,
the
I'm going to the
Ridge
Ridge.
is good adjacent, and we don't do it.
It's not adjacent. If it's not adjacent.
It's not adjacent. It's not hood adjacent.
It's not either.
However, where we lived in South Miami Heights, we were adjacent.
Yeah, we were adjacent. We
were adjacent.
Hey, Dwight, we was on the other side of 117, the good side.
Exactly.
was on the good side of 117.
No, we was on the good side of
but
Caribbean.
nonetheless, still adjacent.
Hey, Rose. We was on the.
We was.
What is that?
It was over here. So we established ourselves over here, away from here.
Right.
We established it over here.
I feel that.
None of that even exists anymore. Whatever that
funny
is,
thing is,
that don't even exist like that.
I want to, you know what? For the record, I really think that we as a culture is gonna have to pay very, very close attention to this Ahmaud Arbery trial. Like, we got to be watching this fine tooth comb, man, because it's
giving me anxiety.
This has the potential
to set it off.
To be worse than OJ.
Sorry.
Nah. So
to be worse. I would say, you know what? To be worse than Rodney King.
It's two things.
This has the potential to.
No.
This has the potential to be
worse than Martin Luther King. It has the potential.
Not Martin Luther the King.
It has potential. I said it has potential. I'm not saying it is. I said it has the potential to be, and the reason being is because
I don't know if it's been on TV yet.
It could be a nationwide.
Okay.
It could be a nationwide bomb that's going to set it off. So it's two trials that we need to focus on. You need to focus on this one, the Ahmaud trial, and you need to pay attention to the insurrections trial.
Yes. So
and you need to pay attention.
Girl?
So the one chick
posted it. Yeah.
So the one chick ended up getting 6 months, and she said, I got put in jail for using Twitter and Instagram. No, you didn't. You ran up in the Capitol.
Right.
That's why you in jail.
Yeah. I don't know
with social media. Your dumb behind ran up in the Capitol with all the rest of them fools, and you got caught.
She's not the same one. She's not the same one who was the lawyer who was saying that, she had tweeted before, like, I'm not going to jail.
She's not a lawyer. She's not a lawyer. She's a real estate agent.
Oh,
and
real estate.
And she said, I'm white.
Yes,
I
got blonde hair.
I have blonde
white
hair,
skin,
and I'll have white skin, and I'm not going to jail.
Yeah.
And if I was the inmates in that 6 month period, I would welcome him with open arms. I really would.
You're like, hold my pocket.
You were about to lose
your job. Hey.
Nah, Earl. She got 6. She got 6 months, Earl.
That's crazy.
We gotta pay very close attention.
But we gotta pay close attention to both of those, because both of those has the potential to really ignite.
Not Big Bertha.
Big Bertha.
Listen, regulators, mount up.
It was a boom.
Hey.
But big bro, I don't know if it's gonna be as Martin Luther the King. That's a grandiose scale. But I definitely think
possible.
it will parallel.
All I'm saying
parallel
is,
with Rodney King.
All I'm
Definitely
saying is it has the potential
in the event if something goes awry.
I'm just saying.
But you know what though?
Dwight,
you brought up a very good point where you said that it's a lot of pressure on that black juror. But I'm gonna tell you, Dwight, I think it's a lot of pressure on them white jurors too.
Oh, 100%. But it's like, they still got the protection of white
and
race, right?
and that judge. It's a lot of pressure on them, man.
Hey, dog, all of them being watched, and I guarantee you, all their names have been recorded.
Oh yeah, no.
Y'all, when she put that thing up, I was like, ooh, my stomach dropped a little bit, and it instantly took me back to right when COVID started with the George Floyd, like how we kept seeing stuff that we would normally just not be looking at, like the PTSD of it all. It came right back. So I gotta I hope they on lockdown.
But they can't be on lockdown forever. They can't be on lockdown forever.
Have you seen Scandal, Earl? Because it don't matter.
April is really on this B613.
Right. Yeah,
that is for real.
Would you say April? Everybody can get got.
Really?
Everybody.
Good Lord, you cannot take command. Okay, it can happen.
Hey Miles, we
at any
got
time.
Miss Pewis and Robo. Everybody can get got.
Right. Listen,
I mean, but you got to think about it from the George Floyd standpoint. Like, it's almost so funny. Like that verdict came back so fast because them white people that were jurors, they were like, "Listen, man, you ain't putting that on me."
Man,
right?
guilty.
Yes.
Guilty.
Man,
Guilty. Like, hurry up.
Man, please
Listen. I watched the full 9 minutes and 29
listen.
seconds.
These black people have access to us. All right. Write down guilty and let's get out of here.
Alive. I want to go home to my family.
Right.
I want to go home to my
family.
Peacefully.
I want to go home peacefully to my family. All right.
On the Watkins household,
what happened?
The whole neighborhood has lost internet service.
Because that's what happens when you live in Cutler Bay and you have to pay Cutler Bay taxes. But when you stay in Cutler Bay and you pay Gould taxes, they keep the power on. You know?
That's so crazy.
I just want to say I live in Cutler Bay. I live in Cutler Bay as well, and my internet is just fine.
Look, she was like, she said,
Eb going too?
Eb must live in Cutler Bay.
No, I'm here.
Oh,
Eb stay in Ranger.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I know where she lives.
I'm in Homestead, thank you.
Silly.
Way down there in Cuba.
I told her, I said, you might have to go outside and stand in the front like Hurricane Andrew. You have to stand outside.
That's
you have to stand outside.
Not Andrew.
Like Hurricane Andrew.
Hey boy,
you got the audacity to talk about Hurricane Andrew and PTSD.
Boy, now that's some PTSD for your mind.
Yeah, it is.
No, I didn't know I had it. I'm telling you.
Every time a hurricane is coming this way,
everybody, all of us.
I mean, you say deuces. I just go ahead and on ladies.
We were all in Georgia at the same time.
All in Atlanta.
Everybody was in Georgia.
We planned
Y'all
it.
were.
Except for these two fools.
Right.
Yeah.
These two fools.
So
this one.
He's talking, man, I'm gonna ride it out. I'm gonna ride it out at the airport. Okay. You know the airport get jacked up too, right? I'm just saying. So somebody got to tell the story. You know,
right?
Miles was
all I know
man.
Is
he was a good dude, man.
Right,
brother.
We lost power for about 3 days.
I love him to death.
Y'all was on the road for 24 hours. I just could not.
Oh no! Okay. I was not on the road for 24 hours.
I was
Ebony but that was because Ebony didn't listen.
Yeah, Ebony doesn't like to take the advice of people when they're giving her advice. She
giving her good advice.
Try to tell her.
Be quiet.
So that's the reason
y'all should have put it in a Trey Songz song, and then boom, she would have received it. Put it to the beat of. Put it to the beat.
You better say it right. You
better
say it
right. But dog, we told her. I said, listen, get on 27.
Yeah, take 27.
Ride that all the way up, and then I said, you're gonna navigate
I'm not doing 27. I'm not.
We just gonna stay on the turnpike.
Yeah.
All right then. So
it took
I go to sleep.
4 hours.
I go to
we
sleep.
left here 9 o'clock on Thursday. I did not pull up into my best friend's driveway until 9 o'clock p.m. on Friday.
So I go to sleep
24.
and I get a good night's sleep. I was like, oh, where's Ebony?
Oh my gosh,
Ebony, where are you?
Okay,
we're just crossing Georgia state line. Oh, did you take 27? No, we didn't take 27, Lateef.
I didn't say it like that.
Yeah, you probably did it.
Yo, we had a birthday party.
It sounded a lot like you.
I got you.
And then I said to her, I said,
you do realize you have a smartphone in your hand. Smart. It's called smartphone for a reason.
Listen, it won't happen again. So
when I went to Vizcaya,
I was at the airport. I had power. I had a hotel room. I had clean water, and I had food. I wasn't tripping. I was good.
Tell about it, Miles.
No, I was chilling. I was good. Now it may not be like that this time around since I'm no longer employed with Miami-Dade County.
Exactly.
He gonna be on the road with us.
He gonna be on the road with us.
I don't know. I mean, but you do have access to houses.
Right.
Nah, I don't want you up in my house.
Hey, and keep it quiet as kept. I still got access to the airport too. It still got people over there.
Look, I took Dwight. I'm about to say Dwight. I took Jaden, Dallas, and I think Erica to Vizcaya, And when I walked in there, they have a section on the Hurricane Andrew with like pictures and like video footage and all this other stuff.
You fell
I
to your
walked in
knees
there and I
crying.
looked and I was like, Jada looking at me like, "Mommy, what is wrong with you?" I was like, "Dang, I didn't know I had that in me."
That happens to me every time I pass the Vienna sausage aisle at the Publix. Oh, there you go. There you go. I had so many cans of you.
Hey boy, anytime they announce a hurricane coming here, hey man, it ain't no question.
And our former president had the audacity to say, yeah, that climate change thing is a farce. But we looking at storms 3 times the size of Andrew. That's twice as powerful. But climate change
and 180 mile per hour.
That ain't
they'll make it so bad.
And you think I'm gonna sit here?
And they're hitting New York and New Jersey as well.
Right.
So
right.
So that's for me why it's like, where you can leave all you want to, you better start heading west, and north. You better find your way to Oregon.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely
Oregon Trail.
Yeah. Hey, because Dwight, if you recall, the storm that they ran from
it
met them in Atlanta.
The storm that ran from met them in Atlanta. I'm gonna stop in Tampa. And they was like, "Oh,
it was not a hurricane. It was just a thunderstorm." And the lights flickered. Ebony, you're on mute. And then the lights flickered, and then that was it. And we were good.
Like she about to go out too. Oh, okay.
Oh, Ebony got. Oh, she'd have gone sideways.
Ebony sitting sideways on.
Back in the days.
What else was we were supposed to talk about?
I don't know.
I guess I'm trying to think of some things. I'm trying to think of some things.
That Cutler Bay Wi-Fi done got to her too. Hold on.
Oh wait. Hold on.
Because I'm using my phone.
There we go.
And anytime somebody calls me, it kicks me out.
Stops it.
Yeah.
Oh, it kicks you out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So April, I do like your message about the email, your email in the 2 cent.
Oh, the little thing, like how do you do it?
How do you say it or whatever? I thought that was rather funny.
That was funny. That was very funny.
The other thing that was funny was the Will Smith caption.
Listen.
We talked about Will Smith, it was another one that they just put out, and they said, Will, was that the one that is this the one you talking about? They said Will was like, I can't kill her because she.
She's gonna end up being with Tupac.
She end up being with Tupac.
Good Lord,
that is hilarious.
It's a mess.
Yeah,
their little life is a mess.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but everybody got their challenges and everything. I mean, they just deal with it in different ways, and they're dealing with it the best way they know how. I applaud them for being in it all this time. And they trying to hold on and keep it moving.
Yeah, like I said before, I think they just I think they've reached a point in their relationship. They're at a point of no return. You know what I'm saying? They've been together so long. There is no divorce. There is no going our separate ways. We're gonna stick it out and make it happen.
Out with it, yeah.
They're gonna stick it out and make it happen.
Like it really does seem like they're a couple where you go to their house, they ain't talking to nobody, to each other, but then Jada just pop up and be like, "You hungry or something? What you want? You want something?"
That's funny.
Right.
You want to make
Did y'all see that they said that the Braves bus raced down the street during their parade?
No.
At an alarming rate, at a fast rate?
No, I didn't see
who?
that.
The Braves championship bus that
for the parade.
Oh, you know what else we could have talked about? We could have talked about the Las Vegas Raiders wide receiver who basically just threw away his NFL career.
Yeah, he was going in.
Oh my goodness!
And then we could also talk about being that all of us are from HBCUs, the Howard University incident that's going on there.
Yeah, I hope Jesse Jackson doing all right.
Right. And it is literally a congruent duplicate of what Hampton went through about 2 years ago, because we were going through the same thing. Hampton just spent this $1 million, multi-million-dollar, spent millions of dollars on this new cafeteria.
Capital improvement. Yeah.
No, cafeteria.
I said capital improvement.
Right. Sits on the water, everything real nice. Man, next thing you know, students in the age of social media and smartphones, they start taking pictures of the food. Molded bread.
Wow.
Molded meat.
Molded meat.
And they sending out
Not
stuff and they showing it, and they showing
Right.
stuff or what have you. Mold in the walls of the dorms. Like the dorms are still the same dorm. It looked the same like when I was there.
You mean Harkness? You mean Harkness still standing tall, man?
Standing tall, dog.
You gotta, or does it have a little lean to it?
Like
I don't know if it has a lean. It may be collapsing.
Where you was at, Dwight? You was in the foot?
Well, I was about to say, rest in peace to Patty Foot, because they knocked it down. So
okay,
Patty Foot is no longer with us, but I was a Gibbs Hall man myself. We still there. We still.
I think that's deplorable, but at Spelman we didn't have any of those challenges. But you know,
first of all, Spelman still got the same dorms that been there since.
No, our dorms have been there. I'm not gonna lie. Our dorms have been
moldy.
there.
That's all.
So trust me, y'all got mold.
However, we don't have it. We ain't never had no molded bread, no mystery meat. You know, our accommodations are safe, sturdy, and standing.
And the alumni, as an alumni, we were irate, and we went back, and we really put, because the biggest thing Hampton loves to boast and brag about is their endowment.
Mm-hmm.
Well, dog, why you gonna boast and brag about you having all this money, but you got ghetto, and you know you got rats and stuff, or what have you, molded bread or what have you, running around or what have you. What good is all that money if you ain't gonna use it to make these kids safe and put these kids in a safe environment?
Right.
But the Howard kids got a even greater beef because they've sold off chunks of land around Howard, because of gentrification. So they're looking around like, you bringing in money, you selling off places to build new dorms, and you're not fixing the old dorms. Like, you can't. Y'all gotta pick a struggle. Like, it can't be.
There's too many hands in the pot. That's the main thing. You're right, Benita.
I'll be real with you right now, man. I know at Grambling, not sure the bread was molded, and it definitely was mystery meat, but I ate that anyway, so I ended up okay. So,
oh no, not your girl.
Why you laughing? Because you did the same thing, and fam.
Exactly. First of all, I like the way you're saying it, because whenever we stepped in the cab, there was always like the line for fried chicken that was always super long.
Right.
But if you wanted to eat something, you just slide to the little sandwich line,
and that's it.
And it would be like, is that bologna? Is that pastrami? I don't know.
We don't know what it is.
I put it on the bread. That's all.
All of it. Hey, and all of it got salt. All of it got saltpeter in it.
And I'm gonna be real with you. And I know the bread was probably not even 24 hours, probably more like 8 to 12 hours away from being molded. Like
it was molded. It was mold adjacent.
No.
It was terrible.
But you know what though? Real talk. Regardless of how unsanitary, hood, and ghetto my HBCU was, I love it to death.
Oh my God! To the day I died, there's never been.
And I wouldn't trade that experience.
Wouldn't trade it for nothing in the world.
Nothing in the world. Never.
And y'all better not say nothing about it neither. Y'all better not say nothing about it.
Molded bread and all, man. Molded bread and all. I'm gonna tell you.
Speaking of what, before we jump off, shout out to Florida Memorial. They're celebrating their homecoming this weekend. So, you know, since we all based in Miami, shout out to Miami's only HBCU.
Yes.
Yeah. In the building.
I have two Saras that are being honored at their 40 under 40.
Nice.
Oh, that's nice.
Big up.
All right, y'all.
FMU.
So that's a wrap for this show. We'll catch up with y'all next week. Peace.
All right. Let's see how we.
All right.
How you gonna get us off, April? Get us off, April. Come on. Come on, April. Get us off. Get us off.
Pause.
Kathy, come.